most misunderstandings that the world has is that they still think we're terrorists. They still think what we're doing is terrorism, and instead of thinking that, I swear to God, today, one of the things I use in marketing for my work is listening tools, which is very popular among marketeers. And today, as I was working on my job as a journalist, I was researching things to write in articles to tell people more about what's going on. So I used one of the listening tools that I had. And the questions that I found were so absurd. They were very, very silly questions. Is Palestine the same as Israel? Are the Palestinians people? What? I swear to God, the amount of people who are not educated enough about the Palestinian cause is shocking. I think people need to understand that what is going on in Palestine and in the Gaza Strip is resistance instead of terrorism, because the Israeli occupation and the propaganda has been trying to show people that we are terrorists for as long as I can remember. People need to understand that Palestine has been there for longer than Israel's ever been. Israel has only been a state since 1948. Palestine has been there for more than thousands of years before that. So people need to understand that Palestine is Palestine. It's not Israel. We cannot have a two-state solution. It just wouldn't happen. Jew people are welcome to live in Palestine under the Palestinian government, but not under the Israeli government or under a state that is Israel. Obviously not. And by the way, Jew people lived in Palestine when it was Palestine. Jews from Morocco and Egypt and Libya and other places were in Palestine before Israel. So yeah, people need to understand it's Palestine. This is a resistance. This is a struggle. There is no way for a two-state solution ever. Definitely not. And what is going on today is merely a reaction to every single thing that the Israeli occupation has been doing to the Palestinian people. It just came very late because we weren't prepared. Now we're prepared. We're ready to fight back. That's all. If I'm going to speak about Hamas is obviously a Palestinian resistance group. It's a Palestinian political group. The main goal of Hamas is obviously to free Palestine, just like every other resistance group in Palestine, whether it's Jihad, whether it's Fatah, whether it's any of the military groups or the resistance fighters in Palestine and in the Gaza Strip. It was founded, I think, in 1987, 1986, with that goal. And obviously, from what we see today, this is what Hamas is doing. Hamas is trying to free up Palestine. Hamas is resisting what's going on. It's resisting the oppression from the Israeli occupation and the Israeli forces. The Palestinian resistance is the one that represents the Palestine. Hamas is a political party. Hamas is one of the resistant groups that is trying to free up Palestine. So there are Palestinians who are supporters of Hamas. There are other Palestinians who are supporters of Al-Jihad. There are other Palestinians who are supporters of Fatah. So Hamas is a political party. It's a resistance group amongst other groups. What I can say is the Palestinian resistance itself is what represents Palestine. Living in Gaza itself is one of the most amazing things that people could do, because we are denied permit to travel. We are denied permit to good health services. We get only 6 hours of electricity regularly every day in Palestine when things are calm. Now we're only getting 4 hours of electricity every day. So I think living in the Gaza Strip itself is an inspiring story by itself.